So my family has been involved with the Nehemiah Center for almost 20 years at this point, and at different points in time, the entire family has been involved. It started with my daughter Susie, who was in the youth group here at church, and the youth group did some volunteer work over at the Nehemiah Center, and she came back very excited and really wanted to get to be involved with Nehemiah on a greater basis. And at some point in time, Nehemiah needed some particular assistance with some special projects that they were doing, and they asked me to help with that. And before you knew it, I was on the board and was on the board for 5 or 6 years. And we still remain very involved with Nehemiah, both volunteering and helping out with different projects that Nehemiah needs.
My name is Tanya Labe, and I am the Executive Director of the Nehemiah Center. I have been the director for 15 years. The mission of the Nehemiah Center is really to serve an underserved population. We often say we work with working poor families, single parents, people that are really struggling day to day, dealing with very heavy crisis situations. There is 2 very distinct things that makes the Nehemiah Center different from, I think, any other child care program, any other school, and that's the fact that we take a holistic approach.
Yeah, so when I first became involved with Nehemiah, I didn't really understand what they were all about. And, you expect to go, you expect to help and begin to understand an organization. I think the thing that was the biggest surprise for me about Nehemiah, and what I think is really core to its programs, is Nehemiah seeks to involve the whole family. The families at Nehemiah want to participate and want to be able to enjoy all of the benefits. And, there is everything from financial counseling through nutritional counseling, through counseling to deal with children who might be going through different challenges. It really is, much like St. John's Church, a 360 experience for the families at Nehemiah.
We're trying to break the cycle of generational poverty. Generational poverty also includes generational incarceration, generational teen pregnancy, generational dropouts. So you're really trying to solve huge problems, and it's not just one thing. But I think the Nehemiah model and what we do in a very beautiful way is working with the whole family. And then when you're able to start focusing on long-term goals, that is how you work toward breaking the cycle of generational poverty. The other thing is that we're faith-based. We are so proud to be Christians, and we're so proud to say that we share the Word of God with each family that walks through our doors. I am so proud that we teach the kids how to pray, and not only how to pray, but how to pray out loud, because God deserves to hear our praise. And God deserves to hear when we're going through things. And I think for our kids who deal with very heavy situations, crisis situations within their home environments, they need that foundation. They need God in their life to know that there's somebody that they can turn to. And so when we teach them to pray and to pray out loud, and they're praying before meals and obviously during praise and worship, that is so fulfilling to me, to be able to see the kids, shouting in praise and singing these contemporary Christian songs and having so much fun, because that's the fun part. And we have like these big speakers, so when it's going, it sounds like a full church, service going on. It's so good. But when life gets heavy, I also know that will give them the opportunity to find comfort in His Word and to find comfort in those beautiful songs that they're singing. I often say that the Nehemiah Center is a transformational ministry, and we can't transform lives without the partnerships that we have. And I have to say how grateful we are to have the partnership with St. John the Divine. And this partnership goes back to 1999. This is 25 years of a committed partnership, your church walking alongside the Nehemiah Center.
One of the things that my husband and I have always felt about St. John's Church in particular is the opportunity to become involved in a wide range of missions that call to us. So for us, Nehemiah is simply an extension of what we feel we're called to do as Christians and as part of the church, which is to share what we've been given in a way that is impactful in the community.
You know, this partnership allows children like Benito, who started in our pre-K program and then entered our after-school program from kinder through 12th grade, to really thrive. Benito eventually went on to attend Columbia University.
The Nehemiah Center, I think my last thought would be is Nehemiah Center starts with 2-year-olds and never lets them go. It's just like having your own children. It's a lifelong commitment to these kids and to their families.
When you think about the mission of the Nehemiah Center and our commitment to say we're going to follow each child from pre-K through college, we can't do that alone. It takes the investment of churches like St. John the Divine that says, we care about kids like Benito. So when we talk about partnerships and the power that brings, that is what a transformational ministry like the Nehemiah Center can do when we have partners like St. John the Divine.